So we're at the Paris Cemetery trailhead, and we just got shuttled from Bear Garden Hostel up here to Angel's Rest, and we ate at La Barranca last night with the Nomads, and we saw Twiglet and Shades there too. We had met Twiglet before while me and Dad were in the van, and the Nomads just happened to be staying there the same night as us, so that was a great coincidence.
All right, we're about to hit Angel's Rest Trail, and we'll try and make it a Woods Hole tonight. We're gonna probably stay in the gap near there. And I think we're ready to go. It's chilly, but I think that the weather got the rain out of the system.
Hopefully the rain is gone.
Hopefully the rain is gone for a few days. All right.
Till Wednesday at least.
Let's climb. That 3-mile climb took us 2.5 hours. We did it. We got some trail behind us, and we're feeling pretty good. It is still chilly this morning, and we are glad we have long sleeves and fleeces on. It's breezy, but the rain has cleared out, so we're thankful for that. We're making it. There's a great view of Pearisburg. Most of Southwest Virginia last night was under a high wind advisory, and there were gusts, 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts forecasted. And that wind has finally, after noon now, blown those clouds out for the most part, and we're getting some sun. The temperature's starting to creep up, and the trail has flattened out. So we're feeling good. We're about to stop here for some water.
We just came across this beautiful view. We're on this long ridge after we topped Angel's Rest, and it is so flat up here, but we're in a power line cut, and you can see a very long way. Let's through, Gritty!
We got to Doc Snob Shelter and we checked out the topo map, and there was a hill between us and Sugar Run Gap. So we just decided to walk the road. So we're walking the road between Doc Snob Shelter and Sugar Run. And it's about 5:40. So we're looking forward to dinner in Sugar Run. We'll probably go down and visit Woods Hole just to see it and get some water, wash hands. But I think we're gonna spend the night in Sugar Run Gap, or we may press on another mile depending on how folks are feeling. But everybody's in good spirits. We've done 11 miles on a first day with a late start.
Here we are, we're at Woods Hole Hostel, and we just decided to go off and eat dinner here because there were some hikers we had met earlier on the AT that we wanted to meet. It was fun to see them. And
Eli, what you eating?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Texas Pete, what you eating?
same thing. It is so good. I haven't had the spaghetti one actually. We didn't eat that one on our hike.
All right, and you got a little something there between the two of you. What do we have there?
The Ritz.
That's right, we do.
Oh
The
yeah.
crackers.
Thank you.
We're so good with spaghetti.
Thank you, trucker. We ended up spending the night at Woods Hole, and we woke up to a beautiful morning this morning. There's a quiet bunkhouse. We were here in October and it was really busy, but there was only one other hiker in the bunk with us. So we had a good night's sleep and we're looking forward to a good day this morning. Okay, here we are back in Sugar Run Gap. Here's the campsite we would have stayed at last night had we not stayed at Woods Hole. So let's do a comparison. Okay, you just give me who wins. Hang on, let me run down the list. You just say Sugar Run Gap or Woods Hole. Better beds.
Probably Woods Hole.
Okay. Running water.
Woods Hole.
Okay. How about beauty of sunrise?
Woods Hole.
Yeah, Woods Hole.
Number of cute dogs.
Woods Hole. It's 3-0 there.
Best chess set.
Woods
Woods
Hole.
Hole.
Better flush toilets.
Oh, Woods Hole.
Wait, Sugar Run Gap's not winning any of these?
Woods Hole.
Woods Hole? Okay. How about, can we think of anything Sugar Run Gap can win? Oh, proximity to trail.
Woods Hole.
Sugar on Gas.
Sugar Run Gap would win that.
Yeah.
Any other categories Sugar Run Gap wins?
Sleeping Under the Stars.
Okay. They might tie.
They had the same dinner and breakfast.
They
Yeah.
did have the same
We
dinner
did.
and
We ate
breakfast
at the same
because we
Mountain House.
brought them to Woods Hole.
But Woods Hole does win coffee morning.
Oh, I didn't even think about coffee because all we had was instant coffee.
That's,
But at Woods Hole, we did not have
yeah,
instant coffee.
that
Oh, yeah.
coffee was amazing.
How about oatmeal chocolate bars?
Woods Hole.
Woods Hole.
Availability of sodas to pack out on the trail.
Oh yeah, Woods Hole.
All right, so I think Woods Hole wins it.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
It's a beautiful day out. The spring birds are singing. We just came down a big hill next to Dismal Creek. It's running fresh after the rain a few days ago. And this rhododendron tunnel is really something. There's the creek right there. The boys are up ahead and truckers coming down the hill behind me. We met our second, third, and fourth northbounder of the day. We met them at about 12:30. They had done 15, maybe 17 miles before 12:30. That is insane. We were always proud to do 12 before 12 when we were on the trail. They're the boys of the creek. I will stop filming before I fall in the middle. Now with Dismal Creek on our right, this rhododendron tunnel continues. We're a half mile or more through it. Just past Wapiti Shelter. And we're at this quiet little pond. But there are some fish in that thing. And I kind of wonder if it'd be good swimming in the summer. Good little campsite here. We are 8 miles from Trent's Grocery. It's 1:50. I don't know if we got it in us. And if we don't, that's just fine. We got food for tonight. And we could get a biscuit from the grill in the morning. So we're enjoying the day. Some hikers we passed earlier said that there was a bridge ahead that's kind of out. And so trucker just made it around left side.
Oh wow.
All right, gents,
Bye.
the bridge is kind of out.
Just kind of.
Just kind of.
Kinda.
All right, try it out. Just kind of. Well, they seem sure-footed. Here's the bridge. Looks like maybe they got it at a thrift store, like as a leftover, and just fit it here. Pretty good stuff.
Me and Eli are just sitting here waiting for Dad. We've hiked about 13 miles already, and we have a little campsite here, but nothing else.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna fit all three.
It's definitely not gonna fit all four of us, so we might have to go on a little bit farther.
All right, we have made it to our Monday night campsite. Boys are in the tent. I've pitched a tarp over here, and Jordan is over on the other side of our site. We got bear lines hung. We had a good dinner. We've set up camp about 2 miles north of Trent's Grocery, and we're gonna wake up early in the morning and walk about an hour to Trent's and do a little resupply and eat a breakfast. So we're all feeling pretty good. We got no blisters. We got some good night's sleep ahead of us. We're all warm, well fed. We ate all of the food out of our food bags. That's a good feeling. So we're looking forward to a good night's sleep. We woke up early this morning to get to Trent's for breakfast. So alarms went off at 6. We got rolling about 6:15 to get camp packed up. And it's just before 7 now. And we're moving. It's getting lighter. We're looking forward to biscuits or at least some prepackaged baked goods. So here we come, Trent's Grocery. Explain what just happened.
Okay, so we play the game, guess the Pokemon I'm thinking of. Eli, guess the Pokemon I'm thinking of.
Wait, you need to slow down because nobody understands what you're saying. All right, start over.
Alright, so we were playing Guess the Pokemon I'm Thinking Of. It's a hiking game. So, like, here, we'll demonstrate. Eli, guess the Pokemon I'm thinking of.
Charizard.
No, it was Eternatus. So, there are, like, 1,028 Pokemon. And we got it. It was Lillipup.
He said, Eli, what Pokemon am I thinking of? And I went, Lillipup. And he goes, yes.
So we got it. We hiked a half-mile off trail to Trent's Grocery. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, and we all had some great biscuits. We had some Pop-Tarts, and we resupplied. Granddaddy stayed off the trail, but this is a really great place. We have full bellies and full waters.
Oh, this is a bouncy one. This is Kimberling Creek. It's a pretty big creek. Flowing into the Holston River right down there. That itself flows into the New River not far down. Virginia 611. It has gotten hot today. And by hot, I mean probably 70 degrees. So it's not Georgia July hot. But it was probably in the low 50s, maybe scraped down to the 40s last night. And the temperature change has been quite a thing today. So I lazed out at the bridge back here before I got onto the road, waiting for the clouds to cover up the sun. Because I do not want to road walking into the blazing sun. We're headed to, I think, like Jenny's Knob Shelter to get water. And we're gonna have to do a big carry. We can't make it to Helvey's Mill tonight, so we're just gonna throw down on the side of the trail somewhere. The AT guide has a big old hole in the information for this section. So we're just gonna find a spot and camp, but we gotta carry water into it. Okay, we've been hanging out at Jenny Knob Shelter for about 45 minutes. We cooked us some hot calories, took a bathroom break in the privy that we graded a 6 out of 10. As far as AT privies go. And we filled up with water. We're gonna have to carry water tonight. We'd like to make it about 5 more miles and camp so that we can be at Kimberlin Creek in the morning about noon to meet North Star, NinjaSquirrel, and Fish.
All right, here we are in camp. Dad's making some ramen. We got Eli. That's spaghetti with meat sauce. Trucker over here has beef stew.
Beef stew with chicken added.
Oh yeah. We hiked about
12.
12
We're at mile
miles.
12.
Yep, 12 trail miles. We did do the 0.5 off to Trent's Grocery.
I did not.
Yeah. And eating a ramen bomb with the mashed potatoes and the ramen. It is really
It's good to not be walking.
Yep.
Okay, well, before we lose the light here, I'll show you the campsite we found. I'm backtracking northbound right now, but we're gonna put a tent here in the woods. We're about a mile south of, I think it was Virginia 611 is a gravel road. So I think Granddad's gonna sleep back there, and then still north back on the trail. We're gonna find Baxter up here. We put about maybe 12 and a half in today, plus the road walk to Trent's. And we just wanted to get off the road and get a little bit closer to resupply in the morning. So we're gonna pitch a triplex here, and I might just cowboy camp tonight. We have a pair of whippoorwills that have been around us for most of the night. Baxter said they drove him crazy.
Yeah, I did not sleep too well.
But-
Not because of them, but that was one.
But I felt like they added some ambiance. We're about to get a great sunrise here. We just topped out at Helvig's Mills Shelter, and we got about 1.2 down to Kimberlin Creek. The van crew, formerly called the trail crew, will meet us there with some lunch and some resupply. And we're gonna trade out Fish for Trucker. Trucker is gonna hop in the van and head back to North Georgia with North Star and NinjaSquirrel. Fish is gonna, he's brought his pack. He's gonna join us for the next few days and hike into the rain with us. We got rain coming the next 3 days. So we're feeling good. We got lunch waiting on us at the bottom of the hill, and we've put in about 7 miles, maybe a little more than that before lunch. There's our first snake of the spring. We scared him off the trail.
We're on a spring break adventure. We left at 6 a.m., left our house and drove to Virginia. We're bringing Fish to join the trail crew for the rest of the week. Hi. And NinjaSquirrel and I are bringing them up here. Our first thing is to stop and see if we can find a lost trekking pole. Eli thinks he just stuck the pole in the ground, and it was right before this footbridge, but we just walked back a ways. We didn't see it. Hello!
Hi.
Okay.
Okay, we're up top of the hill at Brushy Mountain Outpost, and we have the resupply from the van crew.
Here's your bag of snacks.
We're
for the
about to-
next 3 or 4 days.
We're about to dig
Snickers
it.
bar.
Look, it's all snack bagged out.
Days of Snickers bar.
North Star's back in charge. All right, so
You already have yours.
we're doing a little bit of repacking here before we get back on the trail. It's 75 degrees today.
Days of Nutty Buddy.
All right.
I'll stop saying busted.
Here's the trail crew.
We've added fish, and we've retired trucker, and we are about to hike into the rain. We might try a little night hiking tonight.
Ooh.
Nat hacking.
Everybody has a headlamp.
Yeah.
Charged.
You're ready. Happy trails.
Yeah. Happy trails.
Okay, we just stepped through a fire line. We're just a little bit south of Bland, and we can see for sure this fire, it's not too old, maybe, I don't know, 10 years? I'm looking at the pines on the side of the road we're walking here. But the windstorm that we had on Saturday night blew all this down. All this stuff is newly fallen into the trail. Man, the Sawyer crew on this section of trail has got some work to do. There's been a lot of stuff down, some of it recent, but some of it is several months old. But all this stuff here has greenery under it. So I think it's pretty new. Looks like the fire went all the way up the hill here. Here's fresh fish.
What's up?
First up the trail. Where are your buds?
They're getting water back there.
Good water. There was water?
No, they just
Oh.
drink water.
You doing good?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're out here, man.
Great.
Hey, show the folks at home the patch. Check that patch out. He's a 2,000 miler, everybody.
Avengers weapon systems are there? Like Avengers Marvel? No, this is modern warfare. Avengers weapon systems are basically massive missile racks
Up here.
on trailers.
We have found a spot to chill out in for a while.
Nearby vehicles are in AMRAP.
Boiling water for dinner. The boys are hanging out. We're a little bit up off the trail near a gravel road just over the berm there. We are considering waking up tonight about 10 o'clock and doing some night hiking. Tonight is the full moon. There is going to be very little cloud cover, and the leaves are off the trees. So it's a pretty good trifecta for night hiking. So I think we'll lay here for a while, and if we're feeling good at maybe 10 o'clock, maybe we'll wake up and put another hour in. We got to go way down to a road and back up, and I think we can find a spot to lay down on the other side. So we're going to eat dinner, see how we feel, probably take an hour or two nap, and make a decision a little bit later. We've decided to stop here for the night about 2 miles south of our next road crossing. We'll have water there in the morning. The weather changed a little bit today. I thought it was going to be pretty clear this evening, but it's changed to where some rain or maybe even thunder will move in about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So instead of laying up here and then night hiking tonight, we've decided just to pitch camp and stay dry in the rain and then walk tomorrow. The rain won't be here in the morning, but it will set in about 10 and rain on us all day. So we feel good. We're ready for a good night's sleep. So it's about 8:20, and the night has changed from a possibility of night hiking to a possibility that we get totally smashed by some thunderstorms. So that's been kind of a big change. The boys decided to all bed down together about 20 yards from me. So I've made sure that the tents are all jam up and jelly tight. Everybody has rain gear, umbrella, headlamp, and the storm seems like it might hit between 11 and 12, and it's gonna be quick but crazy. And maybe not, we'll see, I hope. So we're gonna be as dry as we can be, and I'll get up in about 4 hours after the worst of it has passed and go make sure they are dry and things look good over there. All right, so we came down the hill this morning and there were about a dozen hikers headed uphill. They told us Fresh Grounds was down here, so we're gonna sit down and eat a breakfast before the rain hits. He's cooking blueberry pancakes and got hot coffee, so this is fun.
We just met Fresh Ground back there, and we all have full stomachs, and he's going with the northbound bubble, but he's coming to us at Virginia 623 tonight to cook us spaghetti.
It looks like we're gonna get Fresh Grounds twice.
Yeah.
We have a 10-mile day, and it's gonna be a hard 10 miles. It's quite a pull up after the shelter. But it sounds like we got a hot dinner waiting on us.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
I have an extra granola, and now I'm gonna have an extra Mountain House dinner. So.
We're coming downhill into Jenkins Shelter here, and there's some serious wind damage. That tree broke off. I've walked past it already. And then we pan around here, and we got a cattywampus tree, and then there's this big dude, 2 of them. One on the left, one over here, and then this guy broke off in the trail. So this is more damage, maybe just from Saturday night, though somebody's been through here with a saw. Not big enough to cut the largest trunks, but big enough to at least clear a little bit of a path. This was quite a windstorm. We were in Bear Garden this night, and the wind wasn't too bad, but the forecast had said maybe 50 or 60 mile an hour gusts. And we're way down here in the hole. We're about to climb the ridge that circles Burke's Garden. But this place got some wind. Here's just 50 yards further down the trail. Gee whiz, that is dangerous.
Here we are, we're at Jenkins Shelter. We've hiked about 5 miles today, and we're having a break for lunch. It's only about a 10-mile day. Dad's making some new insoles for Eli from a foam pad.
Success.
Yep. We're all eating, we're gonna get some water and hang here for about an hour. It's been a nice slow day.
We just finished the climb out of Jenkins Shelter, and that was a doozy. I've said we have 4 2,000-foot climbs on our section here. So we just hit the top. We got Burke's Garden in front of us here. We can see it. It's just before 5, and I think Fresh Grounds might meet us at 6:23 tonight. We're going to camp there. So we're looking forward to that. We are looking forward to this 1.5 mile cool down between here and 6:23, but I'm glad to be on top of this ridge. We got a 1/2 mile left on Rocky Trail here. Fish is probably already at 6:23. Texas Pete is just out of view, and we got some good looks at Burke's Garden here through the trees.
Okay, so kind of a crazy thing happened. We met Fresh Grounds for breakfast today. And we told him we were camping at Virginia 623 near Bear Garden. And he said, oh, I got nowhere to be that night. I'll come cook spaghetti for you. And we're like, that's amazing, thank you. So we just got to Virginia 623 and Fresh Grounds wasn't there. He left a note, he said, actually, I'm at Walker Gap, 4.8 miles, and we're like, it's too late. We can't make 4.8 miles. And then we realized we have no water. And we texted with mom because we don't have far out, we don't have updates on where the nearest water is. And she said, no, there's no water near you right now. So 623 is where the trail intersects a road, and me and Dad said, well, we're each gonna take some water bottles. We'll walk 15 minutes down the road, and if we don't find water, well, one of us is going to find water. That was our plan. And I just found some back there. It's been 17 minutes. I'm walking back. I just that was kind of crazy because for a while we didn't have a dry dinner. We had to have water for our dinner. So we were either about to go hungry, which I mean, Fresh Grounds might actually be here for breakfast. Or we would find water, and I did, so it's great.
Okay, we made it 6:23. We thought Fresh Grounds might be here, but he was not. He's going on to Walker Gap to hit probably a bigger bubble of hikers. So we explored down the road, got some water. Grayson and Eli set up the tents. We had a dinner. The breeze is stiff coming in from the west.
Yes.
That way.
That's the way.
So we're about to get in tents here. It's going to be raining on us when we come back out. But we all feel pretty good. We got 12 miles tomorrow in the rain, and then we got 6 Saturday to finish up.
Yay!
Yay! Baxter, sir, yours.
Yay!
Yay! Now we're done. Hello there.
It's mornings like these that make waking up in a real bed in a bedroom exquisite. It started raining at 6:20. It's probably about 7:20 right now. And it's forecasted to rain solid through noon and then on and off as the afternoon progresses. And it ought to quit by evening time. We are at 6:25 right next to Bear Garden. I have delivered hot water for breakfast to Eli and Grayson, who are about 10 yards away from us, and Baxter's still in a sleeping bag. I'm enjoying some buttered grits and coffee. We're gonna wait here till we get our nerve up, and then we're gonna head south. We got on the trail at 8. We waited in the tents a little while till the rain broke, and it is holding steady now. It's low 40s, maybe 43, according to my weather app. And there's a stiff breeze coming from the west again out of Bear Garden. But we're just on the lee side of this ridge, so we're out of the worst of it, but I can hear it above me. We've got a flat 4 miles to Walker Gap, then up to Chestnut Knob, and then a long 6 miles down to Lick Creek. And I think, depending on what the creek looks like tonight, we'll either cross it or wait until the morning. I think I might like to try and cross it tonight if the rain continues today. because I would expect the creek to be higher in the morning. So we'd like to camp near that creek, but we'll have to make a call on how we do it. Some of it might just depend on morale. Well, we're out and rolling. We're still trucking along in the rain. It's probably close to 10 o'clock in the morning. I haven't checked the time in a while. We've met a group of 6 or 8 hikers maybe. Probably the crew that was in Chestnut Knob Shelter last night. So we're about to go down to Walker Gap, then a mile climb to Chestnut Knob, and we'll go inside the shelter there. It's a 4-sided shelter, and take a break. Right now, the best way to stay warm is just to keep moving. Spirits are high. The rain keeps coming. It's times like these that no one wants to video because we're in the dumps. We're better than we've been, but it is very cold and raining. And while the wind isn't currently blasting us, it has been pretty windy too. That's a hard trio to deal with. Eli and I are walking up Chestnut Knob looking for the shelter through the fog. Baxter and Grayson blasted ahead to get there. There's a 4-sided shelter up here, an old fire warden's cabin. And so we're just creeping along looking for the summit. We're gonna crash there for a while and what do they say? What are the kids saying? We're gonna res? No. We are going to boil some water, make some warm drinks, eat a warm lunch, and reconsider our life choices.
After Walker Gap, we walked up about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, a steep hill.
Where are we right now?
We are at Chestnut Knob Shelter.
Chestnut Knob, that's right.
It's raining.
You warm?
It's cold, yeah.
All right. Baxter's warming up here.
Actually, it's raining, yeah.
All right.
We just went through what I call the W with, hold on, WRC, wind, rain, cold.
It was terrible.
It was.
It sucked.
We got some buddies in the shelter back here. We're all glad this place has 4 sides. We're gonna close the door here in a little bit.
It's cold.
Yeah, we might spend the night here.
Real? We just hung out at Chestnut Knob Shelter. It's a 4-sided fire warden's cabin for like 2.5 hours. And it was really cold when we went up the hill. It was pretty brutal.
We dried off a little, warmed up, got some food, put Baxter under 3 quilts for an hour and a half. And we called Donnie Duck.
Yeah, he's picking us up. We're bailing out. We can't hike all the way.
We're not bailing. Okay, we are.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. He's picking us up in 4.7 miles.
Yeah, and he's gonna take us to the car. All our stuff is wet, so we can't really spend another night out here. The temperatures tomorrow morning are gonna be like 37 degrees.
Yeah.
So it ain't smart to stay. So let's see what the trail between Chestnut Knob Shelter and Virginia 625 holds. We're back on the trail at 3:30, and it is cold. It's still low 40s, and it is also still wet, though it's not actively raining right now. But there is no wind, and it makes such a huge difference in the hikeability of a day. Grayson and Eli are up front singing, and Baxter and I are in the back chilling. Taking any one of those 3 out really changes the outlook of the day.
Like, we're cold and wet, but
That's
and
okay.
We're not even that wet, but there's no wind, and that's the big thing.
We all were able to put dry clothes on. I mean, I'm still wearing my wet socks and shorts. Baxter's got a full dry outfit on, I think.
Mostly, yeah.
That makes a big difference. Donnie Duck is picking us up at the bottom of the hill, so he can charge us whatever he wants. I think makes me a little nervous. Okay, so I think we are wrapping up 71.5 miles. I have to look at the stats again. We see the road down here where our shuttle's gonna pick us up.
Yeah.
And man, we did it in 6 days. We've covered 71 miles.
That's a lot of damage.
We did just about all kinds of weather, don't you think? It was hot, sunny, dry. It was breezy and cool. We had a cloudless full moon night. Then it got a little rainy. Then it got rainy cold. Then it got rainy cold windy.
And then it got torturous.
Yeah, and then we had 2 hours of probably what shouldn't be
Sadness.
published on YouTube. Sadness. And now we're back to normal.
Actually feels good.
So we're gonna get in this shuttle. I think we're gonna ride it back to Bear Garden and get in the car and start home and see if we can make it home tonight.
And get dry clothes.
Dry clothes, maybe eat some Zaxby's, and wake up tomorrow morning in our own beds.
Eli, what Pokemon am I thinking of? It's water type.
It's water?
It evolves into water ground.
All right, we just finished.
Hi.
Fist bump.
Yeah. What Pokemon am I thinking of? Dad?
Bam. Bam.
Wait, is it
Congrats, guys.
No.
I'm sorry to interrupt the what Pokemon am I thinking of game.
It's good.
Done.
So after all that miserable cold rain, we got out 7 miles early. Donnie Duck picked us up. Thank you. We're driving. We went to Bear Garden and we picked up the car we drove there. Bear Garden Hostel, sorry. And we're gonna eat dinner in Abingdon and we're gonna try to make it home. We'll probably get there by like midnight.